I did want to check out this Nixxiom video real quick. This is, I think, the biggest problem with MMOs today. Now, what is this problem? I'm all excited. Is Nixxiom about to shit on my parade? I'm all excited to play some WoW today. Let's see what Nixxiom has to say. It's a short video, and then we'll get into some gameplay. Yeah. 7-year-old me wants it so bad.
Why is it
Yes, the big
nowadays that
totem.
every single MMO developer out there treats the level up experience in their game like it's some big, giant, boring grind that just needs to be sludged through in order to get to end game because, oh yeah, that's where the real fun is. How many MMOs exist nowadays where you start playing it because your friends are all playing it, you get to like level 15 or something, you're bored out of your mind, and your friends are like, nah, dude, like, you gotta get to level 60, you gotta get to level 80, you gotta get to level 200 something before the fun really starts. What kind of garbage is that? A video game needs to be fun and entertaining from the moment that you log in to the moment that you log out. Otherwise, what the heck is even...
I don't remember Vanilla WoW, the leveling experience being not fun. I have a lot of good memories of that leveling experience.
The point of playing it. If you have to go through 500 hours of crap and garbage just to get to a few hours of fun...
Right now it is crap and garbage, kind of.
That's not a good game. And this is something that I've been thinking about a lot for the past several weeks ever since I started playing Classic WoW Hardcore. You see, in this version of World of Warcraft, you're trying to hit level 70 without dying. And if you do die, you have to delete your character right after.
It's too intense for me. I can't do that.
It's an extraordinarily challenging way to play the game that has hooked thousands of players. In fact, the community has been growing so fast recently that Blizzard is even releasing official hardcore realms. I just made a video on that recently. Go check that one out. But you know, as I've been doing Classic WoW Hardcore, and as I've been dying, and I've been having to restart in Durotar and Tirisfal Glades, Dunmorrow, Elwyn Forest, whatever, as I've been having to do the same starting zones over and over again, I've never gotten bored of it. And I'm talking with all these people in guilds and in the general chat, and they're not bored of it either. People will say, oh yeah, this is my 20th character. Oh yeah, this is my 10th character. Here we go again.
It's a fun challenge, but it's essentially an offshoot of the game. To make that the main game, could you imagine that? Oh my God, people would delete the game. Imagine you're level 59 and you die, and your character gets deleted automatically. It's fun when you accept the challenge, but I don't think it'd be fun if it was just how the game works.
Durotar for the 17th
but let's see what
time,
he's getting at here.
and they're not bored of it. And why is that? If you told me that I had to level up through Battle for Azeroth or Shadowlands again in retail WoW, I would tear my eyes out.
Yeah, I
but if
probably
you
would
told
too.
me, oh hey, you gotta do Tirisfal Glades for the 10,000th time since you started playing this game in 2005, wouldn't bother me one bit. I would say, dude, let's do it. I'd make that undead rogue or that undead mage and I'd dive right in. And why is that? Blizzard back in the day clearly had a completely different mindset when it came to the level up experience in World of Warcraft.
That is 100% true.
They wanted the leveling to be fun. They knew that you were going to spend untold numbers of hours just trying.
To be fair to Blizzard, though, the leveling experience through Eastern Kingdoms and Kalimdor, it's hard to recreate that kind of exploration and, you know, excitement and, oh, so much is new and fun on a tiny group of islands for an expansion. You know, like how for 10 levels, whereas, you know, the open world was 60 levels to start out. I think it's hard to recreate that, but I do agree the team's goal in Vanilla WoW was certainly met in that the leveling experience was an adventure and it was exciting and fun.
Trying to get to level 60, and they wanted to
mind you, this was without cutscenes, without anything. That whole experience was fun.
Sure that adventure hooked you right from the beginning. And there's a lot that we could talk about.
We were just killing boars for farmers and shit.
Hook. What causes it? The first things
stopping
for me
a Scarlet
that come to
Crusade.
mind, like, oh, you know, why do I like Classic WoW leveling so much, even like in starting
killing
zones?
the Defias
I
Brotherhood.
would say, well, I love the fact that all the gear matters.
Great stuff.
And is relevant. I love learning my new class abilities and seeing what's coming next. I love earning, you know, the dual wielding as a rogue at level 10, the Void Walker as a warlock. I like earning that first green robe as a priest when you get to Brill and Tirisfal Glades, getting your first green item drop out in the world.
Yeah.
There's so much to say. Every single time you level.
I remember I played Hunter in Vanilla, and I had at one point I had dual Cruel Barb swords. If you know what those are, from the Dead Mines, yeah. If you know what those are, I felt invincible. I was literally dueling people all the time, telling people get good, slash spitting on people. Mind you, I was a hunter. We'll duel cruel barbs, and I was just meleeing people. I wasn't even doing the hunter shit. I would just melee people to death with my cruel barbs, and it was amazing. I felt so powerful. And those days quickly ended. But at that time, I thought I was very good at the game. I'm not going to lie.
A new character in WoW,
Beating the
it's
fuck
a
out of people,
memorable
tell them get good.
experience. You go out, you pick up professions in order to make your character even stronger than the guy next to you. You take the time to mine those nodes or skin those wolves or whatever, and suddenly you feel like a badass
Nixxiom's making
walking
me
around in the
nostalgic
gear
right now.
that you crafted
Something's never
yourself
changed.
with a sharpened weapon that you have sharpened with your own two hands. And I don't know, everything feels impactful. Everything feels like it's worth doing. And this is a huge contrast to modern World of Warcraft and other modern MMOs, where picking up professions or getting new pieces of gear or whatever is completely meaningless. It's completely meaningless. It has no impact whatsoever.
While leveling,
it does not make the mobs less dangerous. It does not even make the level up experience feel like it's going faster. If anything, maybe you're killing mobs like 0.001% faster. That's how it feels. And it's boring. If I'm playing an orc in Durotar and I'm leaving Razor Hill, and I'm a miner and a blacksmith and I'm a warrior, I'm thinking about several things. I'm thinking, man, I really need to get healing potions. Those would be very useful for me when I face Fizzle down in like the canyons later on down the road.
Get some food so you can eat
I'm at
between mobs.
Northwatch Keep or whatever that little human like castle is, I need to be gathering linen cloth to level up my first aid. That's going to be very useful to me as a warrior.
Yeah, you had to have
I need to
first
keep my
aid.
eyes out for mining nodes because I need to create a new copper vest. I need to level up my blacksmithing. I want to make that green two-handed axe that's going to make me unkillable for so many levels. I'm thinking about all this stuff on top of the quests that I have to do, on top of the fact that I'm in the world, I'm planning out my route.
I don't know.
You're more engaged with the game. And this is something that I wish that the modern game had. And so I've been sitting here pondering on that engagement, asking myself, do I feel this way when I play Dragonflight, for example?
Ooh, this quest line looks cool. I can't wait to do these quests. Holy shit, I'm excited.
I mean, not really. I would say that leveling in Dragonflight is way better than WoW has been in the past few years.
Leveling in Dragonflight was a lot of fun.
There's all these cool systems that you can unlock, new things to do.
Look, and one thing about leveling in Dragonflight, right, there's dragon riding and everything, and the story was very good. The story and cutscenes were awesome while leveling through Dragonflight. I felt like, oh, I was doing something, you know, lighting up these different Dragonflight, whatever the fuck they were called, the towers and shit, doing one after another, going through the Dragonflights and their stories. The thing that's crazy about vanilla leveling is there really is no coherent story to it. You're just an adventurer. Like I said, you're defeating the Defias Brotherhood. Then you're venturing around and you help a farmer gather some corn and kill off some annoying trogs that are trying to mess with his farm. And then you're going off to the Scarlet Monastery and defeating them and their crazy zealous religiousness. It's awesome. And there's no real story to it all. It's just you're just adventuring. That's what's impressive about it.
But speaking for me, when I was leveling in Dragonflight, there was no moment where I freaked out and I got really excited, kind of like you do when you get your first 6-slot bag dropping off of a wolf in Dun Moreau. Something
it's
where
hard
like,
to
wow,
recreate that feeling that he's talking about, though.
Extremely useful to me in the future. I am happy that this happened. This is great. It just changed my entire strategy playing forward in the game. I don't know. There was never really a moment like that for me in Dragonflight. In Star Wars The Old Republic, a game I recently just leveled through, I didn't really have a moment like that. Even in Elder Scrolls Online, a game that I really enjoy, ESO, you don't really have those moments. Modern MMOs just treat the level up experience like it's just a chore. And if you're going to treat the level up content like it's just this boring grind that needs to be just drudged through, why even have it in the first place? Just have players start at max level and just jump right into the end game. What is the purpose of early game? Early game in an MMO should fill you with a sense of adventure. Early game should be teaching you how to play your class.
True.
Early game should be introducing you to the lore, to the world, the mechanics of the game. It should be introducing you to treasures and moments that make you go, whoa, that was awesome. In an MMORPG, a game all about leaving this world, behind, and immersing ourselves into a whole new world, an MMO needs to cultivate a feeling of going on an adventure. And modern games compared to older MMOs just don't have that.
He's right about that.
Any
Sense of
MMOs
adventure
that
is
really
gone.
adhere to this formula and made it like a core concept of their gameplay. You have early World of Warcraft,
But I just think it's very hard to create a sense of adventure when we've been there and done that at this point. When WoW came out, it was new. It was for a lot of us, it popped our cherries when it came to MMOs. It was my first MMO, as it was for many. And so the sense of adventure of playing an MMO for the first time, how do you recreate that? You can't. It's not really fair.
Rings Online, Star Wars Galaxies, and what other ones are there? I don't really remember. Maybe Warhammer Online when it first came out, but that was so long ago. I don't remember.
I played that game.
It's just fascinating watching all these people playing classic hardcore.
I got excited for it
dying
too.
at level 8, level 10, level 20 or something. And then
Warhammer Online, I still remember me and my friends woke up super early in the morning. It was a school day. We woke up crazy early and went to our local Walmart. By the way, that Walmart was like new. It had just been built like that year. We went into Walmart and bought hard copies of Warhammer Online, went to school that day, came home. Everybody came to my house. There was like 5 of us. We went straight from school. They took the bus with me, got home, installed Warhammer Online. It was like a Friday or something, I think. I can't remember. Or it was like a Thursday where Friday was off. Anyways, and we ordered food, and we just played Warhammer Online the rest of the day. And we got hyped. We got excited. We tried to play and, get that feeling of WoW again for the first time. And we played for like, I don't know, a month. And then we all went back to WoW. I mean, that's the inevitable truth of all MMO stories for me.
then just starting.
But the adventure into Walmart was fun. And my friend pretended like he had an axe. I still remember we were walking down the aisle, and he hit a row of clothing, and they all fell on the floor. What a dick! He didn't even pick them up. I still remember.
All over again, same zones, and they have no problem with it. They're just like, oh, cool, let's do it again. And it just really shows how good Blizzard's old school game design was in the fact that it's so replayable. But I'm sure there's going to be a lot of people that are going to disagree with that. So that's my rant for the day, fellas. I just wanted to share a few thoughts with you guys, a few little observations that I've seen while playing WoW recently and seeing this big change in the community. What do you guys think, though? Do I have a point? Am I just being silly? And if you don't know
He has a
anything
point,
about
but I just don't
WoW
think
Hardcore, by the way,
it's something
check
you
out
can
this
necessarily
video.
do anything
I
about.
gave Classic WoW Hardcore a chance on your screen right now, because in that video I go through my entire adventure from getting killed multiple times, leading level 1 raids, finally
Yes.
getting a girlfriend, and also
what?
harassing my friend and desperately trying to teach him how to play WoW.
Okay, yeah, that sounds great. I love Nixxiom videos. They are good.